What does it cost to own your own real estate brokerage? This is honestly one of the most common questions I get from people in the real estate industry. And at the end of the video, you're going to see exactly why it makes zero sense for someone like myself to be in a big box franchise brokerage. One big difference that I will say, though, is the fact that this overhead, this money that I spend, comes out every single month. Whether I sell a house, anyone at our company sells a house, doesn't matter. Overhead is overhead versus if you're at a company, you don't necessarily have these expenses. So let's break this down. First up is our office rent, which for us is only $1,500, but I wanted a nicer office space in an office building and sacrificed not having a storefront or anything like that. In our area, if you have a storefront, anything in a nice town, you're looking at $3,000-$4,000 a month. And I knew this is something that I have to be able to pay. I'm not going to lean on a title company or a joint venture to pay for. This is what made sense to us, to have a nice sharp office, but it is an office building without any sort of office sign frontage or anything like that. Utilities, so we just actually have electric in our office space, is $100 a month, and our internet and phone is $125 a month. Our insurance, which covers errors and emissions insurance, general property and liability for our office space, and workman's comp, comes to about $175 a month. One of the biggest scams brokers run is overcharging on errors and emissions insurance. Our policies for revenues from $500,000 to $1 million. I get it that other companies with 500-600 agents have a lot more than that, but it is not proportional to how many agents you have. It all has to do with revenue. And I know from speaking to so many business insurance brokers, one of the most corrupt parts of our industry is how much brokers charge for errors and emissions insurance. When you add up all the MLS fees that we have, comes to about $250 a month. That's not paid monthly. That's paid usually yearly to each MLS, but we belong to 4 MLSs. Another ridiculously corrupt or scam part of this industry is the fact that these are only all within an hour of each other, and we have to pay into 4 and spend several $1,000s a year to be members. We utilize zip forms through our MLS, so we don't have anything for e-signing, but our CRM/back office software, which I had to personally build out, costs about $200 a month. So with all of that together, it comes to $2,350 per month out the door just to keep the lights on. And I will say this is without any lead spend, team events, breakfast, anything like that, stocking the fridge. This is simply just the base cost of having a brokerage. The grand total of that for the year is just above $28,000. And that's why for someone like myself that was running a very high-performing team at a big box franchise that had a cap of $30,000, it made 100% financial sense for someone like myself to open my own company. Yes, you assume financial responsibility. You have to pay each month. Yes, you assume legal responsibility. You have to train your agents right and be on top of things and be mentoring and doing all those things and being involved in their business. Many people don't want to do that. And lastly, you have to be responsible for the actual office space. This is also without any sort of staff. I lean on a lot of technology, and I am the only paid employee here at our company.